I do look fat. Alright, so I really hope you can hear me because I don't really be like yelling. But I've been avoiding making videos because the two videos I got planned, I really wanted to come and do it in better spirits. But my fault. Better spirits is just not finding your girl. Well, let me not say that. Because I've been having good moments lately, but not good days. At least not consecutively. And today feels really hard. But on paper, I feel like it's easier than yesterday. Like yesterday didn't feel as hard, but I definitely had like a rougher start and you know, I didn't have more to do, but just different shit, right? I'm getting ready for work. Well, I'm ready for work. I was getting ready to take the train, but I just couldn't find the energy to take this fucking train, yo. I was on time too, and if I put like a pep in my step, I would have been able to make the train. But I didn't want to put a pep in my step. I just wanted to chill. Like, I wish I woke up earlier so that I could enjoy some me time, but I didn't. So I spent my me time on my train time. So now I'm taking the Uber. Since I'm hopping in the Uber, I got a little bit more time. I just don't know why I feel so shitty. I mean, I kind of do know why, but like, I really feel shitty today. Like, I really feel like, damn, tragic. But like, I don't like. I feel like I shouldn't feel like this. Like, I don't have a reason to, but I do feel like that, and it's getting frustrating that I feel like I don't have a feeling. I don't have a reason to feel like this, despite the fact that I feel like this. So now I'm frustrated as well, and the frustration is making the sadness worse. I want to cry. I watched Frozen 2 last night so that I could cry. I did cry a little bit, a little bit. It was just like a couple of tears here and there, you know. But I feel like crying right now, but I really don't feel like I have a reason to cry, so I'm not crying. I'm very tired of. I'm so tired of capitalism. Like, so. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm at work. I'm actually about to leave because I'm finished. But turned on the camera earlier because I was feeling sad and I really didn't know what else to do other than talk about it or whatever, right? I have a lot to talk about and I don't know where to start per se because I have notes from September 14th that I've been wanting to say, but I just want to say it in better spirits, but I'm really feeling down. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I said earlier, like I want to cry, but I'm not crying. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so earlier before my camera cut off, what I was gonna say was that I am sick of capitalism. I know I feel sad because I don't feel productive. Like I don't feel like I'm doing anything that is getting me closer to my goals. But at the same time, my body is literally telling me that I need to rest, I need to do something, I need to recharge, something like. So if you can tell, you can't really tell like that bad right now, but my lips look bruised. It was way worse like a couple days ago. My body been trying to tell me like I need to, focus on my diet a little bit more and rest and shit like that. But I haven't been letting myself do that because I feel guilty, and it resulted in an iron deficiency that also resulted in me looking like somebody poisoned me. Lips turning purple, like I don't know what. I just looked crazy. Still look a little crazy, but you know, I finally was like, once my lips started turning purple, I was like, all right, something needs to give because not cute at all. Basically, I've been feeling guilty for resting, even though my body is literally like breaking down. Like, bitch, you need to lay down, you need to sleep, you need to eat better, you need to take better care of yourself. Like, I don't know what you expected, but I feel bad for resting. And then when I feel bad for resting, I don't rest well. So the time I spent resting was a waste because I felt guilty and anxious the whole time. So I didn't rest well. And I'm still tired, and then I just wasted time that I already felt like I was wasting by resting, but I still need to rest. You feel me? So like feeling guilty about that, and that just hasn't been working out in my favor, right? Like I've been really in a funk maybe the past 2 weeks. Yeah, like the past 2 weeks really been in a funk. Like a lot happened and it kind of threw me off my schedule. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And now here I am looking like somebody poisoned me. So, say all that to say, I'm so tired of capitalism because of that. Like, there should be no reason why existing is not enough. And I know I came to this conclusion that existing is enough, but the goals I have in my head, I know they require a certain amount of, let's call it energy. It requires a certain amount of energy. And at this very given moment, I am not exuding that level of energy. So it is frustrating and scary. So I don't know how to deal with these emotions that well while also dealing with the regular everyday shadow work that I've been trying to work on. Your girl worked on her throat chakra, opened it up, all out, feeling better with that. But there are still things like guilt, which kind of like what I'm feeling around rest. Like I'm feeling guilty for resting. And I know where that trauma stems from, but sometimes I feel like shadow work is just digging up all your bullshit to look at it. Like after I dig it up, what now? Because sometimes I just feel like, yeah, I done wrote down everything that fucking triggers me. Low key am triggered now. Now what? Like that's how I've been feeling, right? Past couple of weeks, past how I've been feeling, real low energy, real just not the greatest, both physically and mentally. And not entirely too sure how to get out of this funk because when it's mental, it's like cool. I could do something to get me to like to have fun. But when it starts to become physical, like I'm tired, my body hurt, I can't get out of bed in the morning. I don't want to wake up, but I also don't want to go to sleep. That's another thing. I gotta pull that shit up, cause so there's this phenomenon, I guess you could call it, called bedtime procrastination or revenge bedtime, and I fucking suffer from this shit like nobody's business because I would be tired but not sleepy. Like, so bedtime procrastination is a psychological phenomenon in which people stay up later than they desire in an attempt to have control over the night because they perceive themselves, perhaps subconsciously, to lack influence over the events during the day. I feel that shit to the core. Like, I don't feel like I get to do what I want to do. And then when I do get some me time, I feel like it should be filled with productivity toward my goals. Like, just chilling and relaxing is a no. I can't do that shit comfortably. And that shit is fucking pissing me off. Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this. But basically, if you had superpowers, would you want to be a superhero? Because I feel like I have superpowers. I have a very good understanding of how my world works. Maybe not the world, but how my world works. And the things that I can and need to and could do to produce the results that I want to see, right? So, superpowers kind of defy nature, defy logic. And we live in a very logical world, like 1 + 1 is always equal 2 type shit. And it's hard because I know how the world works from a logical point of view. And a lot of the people I trust daily only really see the world from that logical point of view. But I've witnessed real magic and even understand how it works as it pertains to the logical world. But I'm conflicted as to which side I need to follow. So basically, I see both sides of the coin. Like, when people say, like, you need to do this, this, and this to become this, this, and that, and you can't just manifest your way into whatever you want, I understand that. I see that shit very, very clearly. But on the other side, I do know you can just manifest your way into whatever the fuck you want. And I know how to do it, but it's just like the how goes so starkly against the logic that it's like, how do I comfortably sit in that knowledge? Like, how do I comfortably sit on this side? Like, I know if I do this, this, and this, that it's gonna happen. I have faith. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess that's what faith is. You don't know what you know, but it's just hard. Because, like I said, a lot of the people that I trust and a lot of people that are near and dear to me definitely don't see the world the way I see it. I'm struggling to find answers because I'm looking towards other people for the answers, and they don't have the answers I already do, right? So the logical point of view isn't fun, but it's seemingly concrete. The magical side doesn't make sense, and I guess, like I said, that's where faith comes into play. And the people I trust and want to share myself with don't see things that way, and it gets lonely, and I feel like maybe I should have go the magical route, right? I'm struggling. I feel like Spider-Man in Into the Multiverse, where he knows he has to jump off this motherfucking building and pew pew. He knows he has to fucking pew pew and shit, and he know he can do it. But it's like, I'm still jumping off a building. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really feel like I'm at that moment. Like, I know that I have these powers, and for a minute, I was just like, just because I have superpowers does not mean I want to use them. Or, like, not even that I want to use them. Just because I have superpowers does not mean I want to be a superhero, right? It felt like a lot of pressure. It felt like a lot of just newness. Newness is always scary. And I didn't want to turn into, like, a big bad bully with a whole bunch of animosity. Or just, like, a bully that has a big ass spiritual ego. Because that's one thing. A lot of these motherfucking spiritual people on the internet, they are fucking assholes. They are rude as hell, and they think because 222 mean that for them, that they need to go and push that in everybody's face and tell everybody that you're doing this wrong, and if you believe that, and if you do this, and I'm better than you because I can fucking astral project and shit. Like, bitch, shut up. Like, I don't trust anybody that gives me spiritual advice from a degrading, from a condescending standpoint. Like, if you feel like you better than me on some, like, real shit, like, your mental might be stronger than mine because you have worked on it longer, and you maybe can manifest faster because your mental is that much stronger, but you're not better than me. Like, I hate people that come on the internet, TikTok, all that, like, oh, well, if you do this and you do that, and I don't know who needs to hear it. Like, there's a difference between being a real ass nigga and just being rude. Like, it's a very thin line, and y'all motherfuckers be rude. Anyway, went off a tangent. But like I was saying, like I didn't want to become a superhero. Like it didn't seem like something I wanted to do, even though it was very evident that I had powers. You know, I just wanted to stay black and die. Sometimes I don't want to be as great as everybody else wants me to be. If I step into my superhero powerness, my superherohood, if that's even a word, if I step into that shit, I'm gonna get more and more perks. Like, yes, being a superhero may be hard and taxing and challenging at times, but there are also perks of being a superhero. I would not get to experience the perks if I don't experience the challenges that come with it, right? So it was kind of like, it's kind of like, do I want to experience the perks, right? I think the answer is yes, because this normal shit is not working out for me. It's really not working out for me. So like another video, a couple videos ago, whatever, I was talking about like money, not even troubles, but just like maybe not the best relationship with how I view myself and money, or the relationship I have with money, right? Money's an energy. You have to trust yourself and the universe and a whole bunch of other shit, like stay in a good vibration, know that it's coming. But it still seemed like I had a very normal way of viewing money. Like, I feel like if I got a paycheck, then I have to save this and this and this, and I have to do that and that and that with my paycheck, or else I'm being bad with money. And technically, it's giving lack. Like, it's giving lack mentality. Like, why am I not using my money? And I'm tired of participating in capitalism like that, because it really don't work out for me. It really don't work out for me, because when I do that shit, I feel shitty, right? And then feeling shitty cultivates more of a shitty relationship with money, and I don't get more money. The goal is to get more money. The goal is to get more comfortable. The goal is to get more freedom. The goal is to be more me. But if I'm acting like not me, then how would I come to that conclusion? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This is another thing. I feel like I do a lot of reckless shit. It always works out for me, right? It always works out. But either I feel very like remorseful, or like I just feel bad about doing the reckless shit, even though I know it's gonna work out for me. This is what I need to do. This is how I need to move. It may not make sense to anybody else, but for me, it's making sense, right? And that's the thing. I just feel like I keep looking at what everybody else got going on, and that's another thing that was making me feel pretty shitty. I felt like everybody in my life was leveling up and doing good and just better than me. We not living the same life. So whatever you got going on, I should do what I got going on. Just because you leveling up don't mean I'm not, or even if I'm not leveling up at this very moment, it does not mean I'm on the wrong timing. And I feel like I have a lot of anxiety around the timing of my life, right? I feel like I should be further along, but I don't even know what the fuck further along is, because, bitch, what do you know? Nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be further along, but you don't even really know where along is, type shit. I am I'm making basically the promise to myself to stay true to me and to follow my intuition, my guidance, my path. Like, I already know that my path is super fucking unconventional, but that is fine. That is fine. I cannot look at what everybody else got going on as like a marker or like a rubric. Like, like, I can't judge, I can't compare myself and say like, okay, well, they did and they right here, so I gotta do to get right there too. It's not gonna work like that, because we're not the same person. It's just, I'm not everybody, and it's frustrating because sometimes that shit is just so fucking lonely. It's just, I feel like nobody understands what the fuck I want to say, or nobody understands me, because it doesn't make sense. I get it. It don't make no fucking logical sense. It really don't. I'm tired of not being me. Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know what else to say. So, with that being said, right, and I feel like I'm speeding up my life ultimately because I want things to slow down. I'm living in the end but at the wrong end. He's not working out. The words just not. The words are not wording. Okay, so like I said, I keep speeding up because I want things to slow down, and what I mean by that is that like I said, I feel like I'm rushing the pace of my life instead of being more present and taking things one step at a time. If I was to slow down, take a step back, I would have the answers that I'm seeking. I'm living in the end, but the wrong end. So like right now, I may be feeling flustered and unstable, and I'm living as if that is the end when it's not. The end that I want is obviously the opposite, right? So I have to act as if it was already done, but still stay. This is not making sense. This is not making sense. See, this is why I wanted to make this fucking video when I first fucking wrote this shit down. I'm speeding up my life, right? Because what do I want? Like I feel like I'm speeding up and just not taking the time that I deserve to be present and be present. I don't know. I don't know how to explain what I really want to say, but basically, I'm having some time articulating this thought. But basically, I keep trying to speed up my life because I feel like I'm behind, when in reality I need to slow down. There's a saying, I think it's the Navy's, I don't know. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And I've used that a lot in my life, but it's always through like sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, grew up with strict parents, so obviously that's gonna breed a stealthy ass child. And my pops told me that he fucked up actually telling me that shit. But I'm thankful. So slow is smooth, smooth is fast, right? The slower I go, the smoother things will be. And the faster I will get to my destination or my goal. And I know that I have to slow down, but sometimes the feelings just be feeling so eminent. Like it just be feeling so like the world is ending now. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Like I said, I need to slow down and I need to trust myself more. Right? Trust myself more. There's 2 quotes from this book that I'm reading that I'm going to share. Meditation and mindset are absolutely crucial. You need to believe with everything you are that you can do it. And that's how I be fucking up at. I be fucking up with my belief. I be believing that, not that I can't do it. I guess that's that I can't do it. I be believing that I can't do it sometimes. I really be feeling like, what's the point? Because it's not already here. But when I feel like that whole, what's the point? Why am I doing this? I'm slowing down my manifestation. But if I was to keep working at it, keep on schedule, then it will come, right? But it's just like sometimes I'll just be feeling like, because it's not here, it won't ever be here. That's just simply not true. Second quote. The line between dream and reality must disappear in order for one to become the other. If you tell yourself that soon you will fly, you never will, because you will never live in soon. That's where I feel like it might get a little shaky for me. Because I be feeling like soon, like if I be feeling like, oh, it's not here, so it's not gonna be here, instead of it is here, I just don't have it yet type shit. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like sometimes I be feeling like I be living in the soon. I be on some like, oh, I'm trying. Like if you try, you're not doing. And I be on some try shit, and that's why I be fucking up at. I gotta figure out why I be feeling that way sometimes. And I did write in my journal, I'm looking down, I did write that I want to be more vulnerable and I want to be more authentically me. And I want to put my authentic self out there more often. I know what my calling is, and that shit is so cringy, so corny. Like that just sound corny. That's probably another problem I have, but anyway, it just sounds corny. Like I know what my calling is, and I want to follow it, and I want to be more authentically me. And I know that means I'm gonna have to be more vulnerable and more consistent vulnerable without a care, without a fuck for what anybody got to say, anybody feel, anybody think, because they not me and they don't know what I know for me. And it feels reckless. It do feel reckless. It feels reckless. It feels very chaotic. And the chaos is really just everybody else's point of view. Because from what they understand the world to be, looking at me like, how the fuck is that even possible? But what I understand the world to be, looking at me, bars, somebody sign me. Anyway, the what I understand the world to be, looking at me, is organized. It makes fucking perfect sense. And I just have to be stern in that belief. It's kind of hard sometimes. It's kind of hard sometimes. But I need to get my mind and my body right before I can even really tackle these endeavors full on with vigor, you know? Like, I'm working on that, right? And I had another question. What's the difference between feeling your emotions freely and fighting negative thoughts? Because sometimes I feel like I am punishing myself for feeling the way I feel. And then other times I feel like they're just negative thoughts that I need to let pass by. But sometimes I feel like I can't distinguish the two. Like sometimes I feel like, am I feeding into this negativity, or is this a feeling that I need to sit with and feel? You feel me? Like, I guess I need to slow down. I guess I need to slow down and really just sit with myself and understand what it feels like when certain emotions arise in my body, and use it as a pivot point and not a start point. Because I feel like that might be what I'll be doing. I might be feeling an emotion and being like, all right, say I feel frustration. That's how I'm about to start feeling. Instead of, oh, I feel frustration. How do we pivot to something different? How do we change what the fuck going on in our head to benefit us, to yield the outcome that we want? You feel me? Like, I'll be starting instead of pivoting. This shit not easy. This shit is not easy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody talking about some love and light meditation and fucking fruits and veggies. This shit not easy. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna end this here because it's getting lengthy. But I really wanna know. I really do wanna know. If you had a superpower, would you wanna be a superhero? I don't think I could jump right into it. I really don't. I think I would be like Miles and I would be like, you want me to jump off this fucking building? Are you insane? Like, fuck no, nigga. Let me know in the comments. We could talk about it. We could chat about it. You already know how I love the comment section. And I love, that's not a cute heart. I don't, and I love y'all. So, yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side.